Wait, this is not centered. Hey guys, what's up, my beautiful children? It feels so long ago that I just sat here and had made a video. It's because it has been a long time. I think the last video I uploaded was like a vlog kind of video, and yeah, I finished filming that a month ago. So okay, a little bit of a life update before we get into this video. I got a job, so I have not been as consistent as I should have. Because I've been busy. It's insane. I had a job. It was the holidays. I was just doing all sorts of things, and I did not read one bit after I read Sadie. So, yes, here we are today. I hope you're all as excited as I am to be getting back into the flow of things. New year, new me. I'm kidding. New year, same old me, just improved a little bit. But yeah, to get into the video, today, it's a diverse author of the month day, which is late. I know. Again, I'm really sorry. I was busy. But we got one. Let me check this pronunciation real quick, girl, because I will mess that ish up. I know her first name is pronounced Tola, but other than that, don't quote me on anything. Her full name is Tola Rotimi Abraham. So the very, very, very butchered Western pronunciation, but we'll go with it for now. So we'll be talking about Black Sunday, her debut novel. Now, as you know, in these videos, what I like to do is first start off with a little bit of like background information on the author we will be talking about, but there is surprisingly little known about her. I think because it is her debut, it's not a lot of interviews have been done or whatever, but yeah. So I don't even know her age. This is scandalous. Yeah, like she doesn't have a Wikipedia page, so that makes that like really hard. Girl, like I said, not a lot known about her. I do not know how old she is. Speculation, I have no clue. She's a graduate, so I don't know, maybe she's like 30 or something. Girl, I'm just guessing. She looks a little older, but she doesn't look old. I don't know, like 35. Girl, 30, I don't know. In her 30s, that's my best guess. But yeah, Tola is a female author from Lagos, Nigeria, who currently lives in Iowa City and is studying to get her graduate's degree in journalism. And that's where it ends. That's all we know about her. So this will be a relatively shorter video compared to the other diverse author of the month videos we have done. This beautiful novel, Black Sunday, is her debut, but other fictive and non-fictive works of her have already appeared in Catapult and the Nigerian Literary Magazine, as well as other places. So it's not the first thing she has written, but it is her debut novel. And that's it. That's all the info we got, baby girl. Yeah. So let's talk about the book, shall we? Doesn't this look beautiful? I wore this just so it would match. So I hope y'all appreciate my effort. I even put on pants because I thought my pants would be in frame, but they're not. So all in all, I did effort for nothing. I am wearing fluffy socks though, so that's nice and warm. Back to the subject, Black Sunday. Black Sunday is a contemporary like cultural novel. I have my notes down here, by the way, so I'll be kind of looking down there, so don't be too distracted, because this plot is a little bit, I don't know, hard to explain, I guess, without telling you everything going on in the book. So basically, we follow a Nigerian family through the course of 2 decades, more specifically 2 twin sisters. The novel starts out with them kind of looking back on them enjoying a relatively comfortable life in Nigeria, never knowing too much struggle until their mother loses her job. And it basically follows the struggles of their family after that occurs, and just follows the events that happen, and as their family life kind of just like blows up in smoke and everything changes and nothing is really the same as it used to be. And since we follow them throughout 2 decades, you kind of get to see how they mature and how they grow throughout those situations and how they respond to that. And it's basically just a pretty intense coming of age novel. Now, personally, I read this book, okay? And I'm generally a pretty fast reader, but I read this and it went slow. It went so slow. I really had to put in effort to read this, not because the writing is bad or it's not a good story or anything. It is just that if you know me, you know that I do not like contemporary stories. But this one really piqued my interest, okay? And it was a good story. Let's put that up front. It was a good story, but it really reads like kind of reads like a memoir. Like if I'm like on my deathbed, I'm like, let me tell you all about my life story. That's really how this reads. Since we're basically experiencing just small chunks of different time periods all the time, it just doesn't feel too cohesive for me, and that's what I like struggle to connect with a little bit. But other than that, I would have to say for a contemporary, like personally for me, this was good, you know what I mean? It's not a plot driven story, since there isn't really any plot, you just follow different time periods. It is really more a character driven story. So if you like character based stories, this will be right up your alley, because like I said earlier, you're really just like taken through their character development and sometimes really yeah, kind of like gritty details on not too easy to talk about topics, you know what I mean? And it's kind of mentioned in passing, which just goes to show for me personally how kind of normal this was in this story, and like the characters aren't shaken up about it or anything. And to me, that it just adds that like extra value of this is really real for them. And that just made for a really good story, because it is told just through the characters, and it just like kind of takes you in, unlike how heavy these topics actually are, because of how casually they are like talked about. I read this, like I said, it took me a little while, but I have no regrets at all of reading this. It was good. It's not a book that I would recommend to just anyone. This book is specifically for people that like character driven stories, and love coming of age novels. This is kind of like a coming of age, but then like done through like past looking glass, if that makes sense. Because this reads like, as I said, it kind of reads like a memoir. So it's like a very specific kind of writing, which I really enjoyed. And as it like for a debut novel, it's really good. You expect people to have like, I guess I personally expect less like confident writing, you know, because it's your debut and you're new and still like trying to find the lay of the land. But this was written with confidence and it was very compelling. So I really appreciated that about this book. Support African authors, support diverse authors. That's the whole point of this story. If this sounds even a little interesting to you, I'd highly recommend you to look up the synopsis. I'll link like the Goodreads page for this book in the description, so you can kind of read the synopsis and maybe find some reviews to see if they mesh well with you. But I would highly recommend you to support like debut writers and support Black authors, support diverse authors. Like I said, the point of this series is really just to bring writers to you that are not as widely broadcasted as, you know, most of the household names, which are often Caucasian writers. So this was a pretty short video. I know it was kind of I don't know, I didn't have too much to say since a big part of the video is me introducing the author to you, but I don't really know too much about the author. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Again, highly recommend you to pick up this book if it sounds interesting to you. And if you're someone that likes coming of age and contemporary books, I really recommend this one. Do not fret. I will I'm currently developing like an uploading schedule that would work with work, but also like not make my week so full, you know what I mean? So I'm figuring it out. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. You're not you're not ever getting rid of me. I'll be here forever. Anyways, I love you so so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Taking time out of your day to watch these videos, I highly appreciate it a lot, especially these videos because I think this is such an important topic and it's like the most important thing I could do with my channel. So, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, love you lots. Bye, guys.